6. 6 had the best. Wagon. You're a wagon warrior.
Oh, yeah.
If you're talking about, welcome to a brand new episode of whichever podcast this is. I was telling Pat, there's this dude on TikTok who does this like magic trick where he sits in a chair and it malfunctions and it looks like a metal rod goes up his butt, and that most people watching that video don't take the time to think that it's actually a trick and it's not real. And so he's just going viral constantly for raping himself. And that's really funny. Cue the music.
Obviously, after that, you know which podcast this is. I want to see how long we can go without
with us out knowing the podcast. Does that happen?
And then let's get into.
We are in a very unique setup where we do 2 podcasts together. They have very similar formats, but very different topics.
How many times have I said, do we need to change outfits? What do we do here? Because they're going to know.
But so they know the podcast, but we could actually get fairly deep into it without even knowing what the podcast is.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah, welcome to Drag the Lake.
Damn it. Coward.
I was mad because I was like, fuck, this is the funniest thing to say right now.
Now. But you should play No More Heroes music. That'd be funny. Haha, I got you, idiots.
And then right now, play Drag the Lake music.
Oh. Wait. I can't wait to see this intro.
Oh, this is going to be a
Intro's
good
a clip. Intro's a clip now. Yeah.
Sometimes the intro's a clip.
Sometimes the intro's a clip.
Hey, what's up? The fucking Misfits from last episode showed up.
I would like to salute, start out by, while you handle that straw, with 2 hands, by the way.
All right, fuck you.
Putting in 100% effort. I love it. There's a wonderful thing that happened.
Mumble through whatever dumb shit you got
since the last episode we did, which is Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath's final show with the original lineup, which I respect the fuck out of. It's something we covered on the Metallica episode. I think that's one thing that really fucked them.
By the way, can I show you my new way of podcasting?
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
Intense.
I go on.
But no, I think it's really cool.
By the way, mango.
Yeah, it's
still getting through the stolen juice boxes.
Somebody that was there, not on stage, Lars Ulrich. Just take the hint.
Every
other musician that was there was on stage at some point.
I saw a fucking...
Not Lars Ulrich.
I saw a reposted thing from Reddit on Twitter where someone was like, I gotta defend Lars. I just saw Metallica. He didn't fuck up that much. God, that's not a good place to start for defending him.
But yeah, so they did the last concert in Birmingham, England, where they started. And it was really cool. It's also really cool to see, like, I follow Jim Norton on Instagram. Not bragging, but I say things that aren't. I'm not bragging that aren't.
Not bragging.
Brags. I just want to let everybody know. You know.
Yeah, I took a shit earlier.
Petting my cat right now. Not trying to brag.
Not trying to brag.
I was petting my cat. But he actually went to where the cover of their first album was with Jim Florentine. Actually,
yeah, I saw that.
And it was like.
I got to
I could not have identified with a fucking reel more because, like...
Oh, with it more.
He paid... He didn't edit it himself. That's the only difference. I would have edited that myself, but, like, it would have been a thing where, like, he sent it out. He paid a producer, probably Homeless Pimp, to fucking make a clip of him and Jim Florentine at the house. And it's like... I'm like, yeah. Like, I would fucking love to know that.
What's like a place you'd visit that you would be like weird like that about? I'm trying to think.
That's a really good question.
Because I know a lot of people. Have you ever heard of? There's like one of those like the first emo bands or like mathcore bands, American Football. They their famous album is like a house. I can't talk to that. It's a house that everyone goes to like fucking visit and shit.
There is. I have done something similar to that before. I went to Atlanta and I went like where I was on the bridge. I took a picture at me and Dom actually got a picture on like with the skyline background. That is the opening part of Walking Dead, like the first episode when he's riding the horse into downtown Atlanta. He's like, like that skyline or whatever. I nerded out about that, and we
Yeah.
did like a movie tour or a show tour, I guess, of all like the locations they filmed.
Every
season one.
every time I leave the Holland Tunnel, I turn to the lady and I go, "Woke up this morning, bought myself a gun."
You want to know? I'm sorry. I am laughing at that, but I'm also laughing at the fact that like I think the most famous kind of version of this that I've ever done was Dealey Plaza in Dallas, where Kennedy was assassinated.
Oh yeah,
My favorite piece of media. The Zapruder film.
I would go to that.
I took the route. I drove I was in the lane, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
I did the thing, and then even when like I went like I was in my car with just me and Chloe, my cat. Not trying to brag.
Yeah.
But I go, bang.
That's so funny.
In my head, and I'm just like, oh, and then I go, bang. And then I'm like, go. Like that's when I was like, oh, that's when the car sped up and the guy got on the. I'm like, oh shit! Like,
How many accidents do you think happen there when people like acted out and start speeding their car up?
If I hadn't, yeah, like, oh my god! They're like, what if somebody was there and they're like, hit the gas?
It's so funny.
The driver that shot him.
You just quietly in your rental car going, bang.
No, my car.
Oh, when you were. Oh, that's
With my
right.
cat.
You guys stopped in. Scared the cats.
She's like, what? Is that happening again?
Oh no.
Yeah, her hip got injured, her leg, her wrist. I think. Yeah. I'm just.
Oh, you're.
I'm making a Governor Connolly joke.
My cat's on the mend, and I go, other cats are hurt.
But that I think was that's probably the most famous thing. But I would. He like did a whole like weekend festival thing. I think he was also like a special guest of Ozzy because they imagine that too, having a relationship.
Like friends.
Yeah, they're like
that Ozzy shit. It made me laugh because I was like, they would be like, brother, look, it's Dave fucking signed some bombs Mustaine from Disturbed, and the second they're like the second drummer from Five Finger Death Punch and the guitarist from Quiet Riot, and they're all playing this song from the third, and I'm like, I couldn't even close to care about this.
I thought it was,
but watching everyone's responses, and seeing how fucking happy it made people, that's where I was like, oh, I'm and not in a condescending way at all. I was like, I'm so happy you guys are getting to do this because that looks really fun for you.
There's like a really emotional video.
It's not meant to be. I truly mean it. Sorry.
There's a really emotional video that's like of him doing "Mama, I'm Coming Home" for the last time.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. And like, you know, he can't stand, so they had that throne for him and all that other stuff. And like I'm watching the footage, and Zakk Wylde is his guitar player for Ozzy Osbourne. I think he also did. He's with Pantera. Like that guy is a fucking journeyman. I don't know what his band is. Isn't it Super Joint Ritual?
It's like Zakk Wylde and the fucking Wild Guys or something like that.
Like he is like one of the craziest. He's like a nice version of what's that guy? Pap Smear. You know, like wasn't that guy all over the place?
Chicken Head?
Pat Smear. No, Buckethead.
Buckethead?
Yeah, you're chicken. It's a bucket of chicken. Oh no, Andy's hungry already.
I am hungry. No, I'm just thinking of bitches, dude. Chicken Head.
But it's like, you know, this emotional scene that's going out to the crowd, and like, you know, all the people are like, ooh, you know, singing along, but you can just hear Zakk Wylde like going, like every second you're like, hey, like tone down. Squealies are like, bro, hey, pitch harmonic. We don't need a pitch harmonic right now. We don't need him go bing. Like it's the sad part.
I will say the one thing that was irritating me is they're trying to use this because there's this pop singer that's one of those that was like he just so happened to be like non-binary when that was popular and one of those guys. And
is he a SoundCloud
like
guy?
No, he's like he's like one of those young blood. He's like one of those crazy.
That's what I was gonna say. Dom's been talking about him. She's like, I have no idea who this guy is, and he's like he's all up in my feed.
I knew about him because I got embarrassingly obsessed when Machine Gun Kelly was doing pop punk for a minute.
Yeah,
because Travis Barker basically wrote the whole album for it.
Travis Barker was there.
Travis Barker was there. Travis Barker wrote the whole album for him. I was listening to it like, this is bad, but it's like, hitting every like pop punk thing I like. So it was actually
It
big.
It was scratching an itch.
It was scratching an embarrassing itch, and it was like a huge guilty pleasure for me for a minute. So that's how that's how I found out about that Youngblood guy. And then I get very obsessive over things I hate. And he was like, well, he's one of those dudes. It was making me laugh that everyone was giving him props for being such a good singer, which he is, to be fair. But I watched a bunch of his shit when I first found out about him, and he was one of the victims of "I Miss You" by Blink-182, because there's a lot of after "I Miss You" by Blink-182, Tom DeLonge going "Voice inside my head."
Yeah.
A bunch of kids were just like, "Oh, that's." A lot of people who can't sing well, they do like a specific thing that like makes like so they can pretend to have like a little quirk about them. That's what Tom DeLonge was doing when he was like, yeah, and saying all shit like that.
Yeah.
So Youngblood was like a disciple of that, and I saw all those things, and I was listening to a bunch of words accurate. I was listening to a bunch of his shit, and I go, oh, this is all just like horse shit. In the moment pop music. He's one of those pop stars that his sound will adjust with whatever the popular thing is. And then I see all these people, and I have a conspiracy theory that I think record labels do this where they make fake accounts to just have fake organic moments where people are like, have you seen this fucking guy? This is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And I saw like a slew of tweets being like, I mean, the way he commands this stage is like no other. I go, he's singing a song they all know. What are you talking about?
He's the one that did the please. Is that
no?
one?
I think you're thinking of Benson Boone. He's the current guy that's like a fake industry plant.
I thought okay.
Oh, are you saying at the concert?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I thought you were singing Benson Boone's song.
No, so he's all over the place, and
but my last thought on the Youngblood guy is just basically like he makes horseshit pop music. Don't get tricked because he has a lovely voice.
Yeah, I think my final thought is Youngblood's getting a little bit old with me. You know what I'm saying? As I'm done with it. Are you okay?
Well, we've gone over it. I'm drinking my juice. I need all my attention.
Oh, okay. Also, I got sent this already. I think this morning, like twice. NoFX is putting out a new album.
Yeah. Of course they are.
Why
wouldn't they?
They put out a single. It's not great.
Has it been a year? Has it even been a year since their last album?
I don't think so, but I do remember. Like, I think I remember them saying, "We're doing this final tour, and we're still going to release another 2 albums." I thought. Didn't they say that, or is it at least one more after we're done?
No, their last album's called Double Album.
Was that the last? Because there was. I know that there was.
Look, their last 2 albums, single album, double album.
Yeah, 21.
Also,
22?
Jesus Christ, no, it hasn't. It's been more than a year. It's been almost 3 years.
Yeah, and I would like to see. It would be really ironic and not ironic, but it would be funny to get the what I suspect would be an answer of like why bands come back after their reunion or their farewell tours or something.
I think the better question is why do bands constantly lie about breaking up?
Well, I mean, they didn't lie. What do you mean?
No, or lie to themselves.
Well, this is
bands do it all the time. They'll be like, that's why I respected Blink-182. They were like, we're taking a hiatus.
Yeah.
Or just like stop doing stuff. I don't know why it always has to be this grand announcement.
Well, I think that's the thing is like because it's like something like this Black Sabbath thing is really important, and like I said, we talked about it in the Metallica episode. The what is it? Completionists or the I can't think of the words. Basically the people that would like to see the original lineup play the first album from start to finish, like those people.
Yeah.
Like the collectors, the people that collect experiences like that would, I think, really appreciate the fact that they were like, God forbid.
God forbid.
Maybe something happens to some of these guys, one of these guys, or one of them is done. And like, let's just do this one last thing all together, and then maybe we will continue to go out. And that was NoFX as we know it. Then it wouldn't be out of hand. Something I was talking about anyway, of saying like, of course they're going to be back, but I think the irony, and maybe what this is exposing, is the fact that like that farewell tour is a brand new experience for them, and they get all this inspiration to write a new album, and then they go, wait, we just need to change it up, because they did that a couple years ago with Backstage Passport, but it felt more like a business opportunity with doing it as like a documentary series, but also the same sense they had this crazy, like, let's go back to our roots, let's make it fun and have these crazy new stories.
So what you just said about like, oh, we did that and it revitalized us, I'm completely okay with that. My point originally is just like, because of that, because, oh, you guys are going to take or even if you really mean it, you're going to take 5-10 years off, someone's going to throw you a boatload of money, and you're going to do a festival. So, like, we all know, like, dude, Oasis got back together. Like, we all know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, like, when you do this whole spiel where you trick fans into coming out to your show because you're, like, calling it the farewell show, like, dude, I would love to find out how many true farewell shows have happened. I bet you could count. It's actually probably a bunch, but you know the point I'm getting at is that's why I cannot stand the whole fucking press release of like, we're finished, because it's like, I mean, just the odds are never in your favor on that statement.
There's that Damage Plan show.
Yeah, but I'm talking about bands that like there's bands that break up because they're like, oh, I have to like pay my rent, we have to break up. I mean bands where it's like you're making a bunch of money off the band and all this other shit. They never actually break up ever. So I'm not like mad at NoFX. I'm just proven right again of just like stop having farewell tours. Just go like, hey, we're gonna go on a long break. And also, I don't know, man. You can't. Like, that's why I have so much respect for System of a Down. I was talking to Zach Amico about this forever ago. System of Down, they all, like, it's hard to tell, but he's a hardcore fan, so I trust him. They all apparently, like, hate each other, but they still muster up the energy to do, like, 4 or 5 festivals every year. So they can go, like, all right, we're not going to do a whole fucking tour, but if you guys really want to see Chop Suey live, you can spend $300 at this festival to go see it.
Yeah,
and it's like,
and do a festival, make it have lots of other people in the way, lots of other common, things. Also, possible a lot of fill-ins too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure there's plenty of other artists there that, if God forbid something happens and they get into an argument and they go, "Fuck you, I'm out." They're like, "Whoa, we got a bass player. Don't worry." Even though I don't think the bass player is one of the people, it's the drummer, the guitar player, and the.
What are you talking about?
At System of a Down, like the tension, isn't it between like the drummer and the guitar player or something?
I think the lead singer and the drummer have a lot of tension politically, and I think the lead singer and the guitar. This is what Zach told me. Lead singer and guitarist have a lot of tension because the guitarist has a huge ego and he wants to be like in a more of a frontman role. And I think they're all just like fucking. I don't know. I think they're all dorks that overthink things. Yeah. It's that always makes me laugh too, where I was just like, brother, you know how many people I wouldn't talk to if I didn't agree with their politics? Grow up. Who cares? Are you fun to drink light beers with, and can I bum a cigarette? That's my barometer of friendship. You never bum me cigarettes, you piece of shit. Well, I wanted to ask you.
Get your own.
What?
I told you, get your own.
Because I don't smoke, Andy.
I buy these pack and I throw them away each time you smoke one.
I wait till you come and I throw it in the river.
Thank you. Oh, nice cigarette. Oh, I do have one, Andy. Go get it.
Dude, I was laughing. I saw someone.
Start doing that.
I saw someone.
Yeah. The son goes, do you have a cigarette? I go like this. I go like this. I go, yeah. I pull it out. I have a full pack. I pull one out and I go, oh, yeah, I do.
Or you throw it
and then I give it to him.
You throw it and it's just me going like, "Aw." Dude, I saw this thing on Twitter that made me laugh so hard, where someone was like, they had a basket of cigarettes at the open bar at their wedding, and they're like, drunk cigs for all the adults, and I was laughing, being like, dude, if I was at a wedding with an open bar and free drug cigs, there would be one point where everyone would walk up and they were like, "Why are all the cigarettes wet?" And it's because I took my sweaty hand and just palmed the cigarettes like it was free candy on all the
for the road.
I'm just pulling out wrinkled up cigarettes from my pocket.
Just driving home. Don't worry.
Oh, I saw a thing on Twitter, and I don't normally do this, where people they'll be like, name 4 blah blah blahs, and then you like retweet it, copy and paste it, and post your own. But I really liked it, and I wanted to tell you mine, and I was very curious about yours, because it was like basically what's the 4 what 4 albums are like the most influential on your current music taste. And I like truly thought about it for me, and I realized it's Run DMC's Greatest Hits, because that was the first time I ever heard like rap music, and I go, this is really fucking cool. I guess technically hip hop. I got this Ramones compilation. That was one of the first times I ever heard like punk rock. And then you'll like this one, The Illusion of Safety by Thrice, because that was the first time, because we've talked about before, they've like on that album, they have really heavy riffs. And it was the first time I've heard like those kind of metal riffs with screaming over top of it. And I was in like middle school going, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then, no surprise, Hot Damn by Every Time I Die. That was basically the jumping off point for like heavy music for me. But I was very curious what your 4 might be.
Is it 4?
Like what are, and I mean like the root albums. Like you go, oh, that's the jumping off point of why I like punk. That's the jumping off point of this and that.
You know, it's really hard to do with punk, surprisingly. I don't know why. I don't know. Like, there's not like one particular, but like, I guess it would have to be probably MXPX. That's why I'm into punk. I would say, what was the other one? Fuck, we've actually covered this one.
Pennywise?
No. Sorry. It's fuck. I would say it would be, yeah, probably MXPX.
Mm-hmm.
Let It Happen. It would be, that was like melody that showed me like range in punk. That got me into like, I know that was cool as shit. It was a little bit of haunted. It was a little bit. There's a little spirit. There's the spirits with us. But it was basically that showed me range, because that was kind of a best of, I believe, over the years. Also had some live stuff. It had some different versions of songs. It had B-sides. It had covers. It had everything on it. And it showed me like this one band that I found out later on was Christian. I was like, holy shit. It was, no pun intended.
You're like, oh my.
I was like, holy shit. But that like showed me like they can be like the edgy punk that I like, the thrashy punk.
Yeah.
Okay, so it would be MXPX, Let It Happen, Slayer, Rain in Blood.
Sick.
That showed me, again, that was particularly
That was
seeing
where your
Jeff
love
Hanneman.
of the Third Reich started.
No. It was long before. That was my grandpa. He left Hungary because he had to. He wanted to stay.
You're like, this is memorabilia, boy. This is my own.
I would say Refused, Shape of Punk to Come. That showed me like legitimately what to look for in music. Like have standards kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, that taught me, I think, standards in music.
That's a good point, yeah.
And then I would say Artists in the Ambulance.
Ooh.
And this is just off the top of my head. I know that there's definitely other ones, but those are the ones that stand out to me because actually I would say Visu. Visu probably
like
more.
Thrice?
Yeah, Visu more than Thrice. Thrice, that was entertaining. That was probably one of the most entertaining albums. That and Shape of Punk to Come were like, these are like a treat. I
Yeah.
like to listen to these
Yeah.
because it's like a whole fucking journey. I love those all the way albums. But Visu in particular, because I had already loved Thrice because of all the past ones they did. But I also love the fact that they have Visu, where it was the same. They were headed into a new direction in a lot of it, and it was one of the first albums that actually made me feel things. Like actually go like it makes me feel like it's like cold. Like that's when it would like start like it would make me feel like like actual like body like changing kind of things.
Yeah.
It would like actual change the chemical being kind of thing.
Interesting.
It was really it was a thing where it was definitely.
I'm trying to think if that's ever happened. I don't know if that's happened to me.
That was like the one where like you can put more than just like effort into the songs. Like it can be like the subject matter. Like I'm still learning shit from that album. Like "Stand and Feel Your Worth" is one of the most powerful songs I think, and and I think it's like about. It's like all of them are very religious themed. Very,
really?
Yeah. And I do not like that's. I guess that's maybe what it showed me. It showed me like this album still shows me things. That's why I think it's still so influential for me years and years and years after.
Yeah.
I think about it and it makes me want to listen to it again. And I listen to it and then like I pick up something else from it. And I go like,
that's
holy
why...
shit. And it's never, and I got to tell you, it's never religion. I never get like inspired to go seek Christ. Like if that's what it's doing, but it teaches me about life. It teaches me about.
I mean, you were like the perfect person to find punk rock because you had that. You've had like a slightly not typical because I've talked to you and your life is not typical, but broadly speaking, you've had a similar route of like you got burned by religion at a young age. And you're like, yeah, I still don't see my ass moseying back over there.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's no, I was very curious about that because it was a fun thing for me to think about because we joked about it last week. I love the Ramones. I don't listen to them too regularly anymore. I love Run DMC. I don't listen all those albums except for Hot Damn is the only one I still listen to regularly. Yeah. But I know for a fact all those albums are like where it started for me on certain things.
Yeah.
It was where I went. Like I remember hearing Blitzkrieg Bop. I go, that's really fucking cool. I want to hear more of this. Same with honestly, I think Peter Piper by Run DMC. That made me realize how cool hip hop could be.
Yeah, there is definitely that same thing for each one of those albums.
Yeah, and then it was the riffs on "Illusion of Safety," and then just every time I died, letting me know that breakdowns exist. Yeah, that's But anyway, let's. I'm very excited to get into this Misfits episode.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where you want to start, but I want to start by saying you guys have not been fair to Michael Graves over the years.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about the album, but I'll say this, and I'm not even sitting here convinced I prefer Michael Graves. I am still new to listening to Michael Graves' Misfits this much. But after listening to this, I do have to say the fact that there's ever been a passionate debate over it is so rude to Michael Graves.
Yeah.
It's I liked what do we listen to? Fashion Monsters. I liked Fashion. What?
Famous Monsters.
Famous Monsters. I did listen to it.
Yeah. Fashion Zombies is actually a song by the Aquabats. They're going to be here soon, and I want to go see those.
Hell yeah! I did listen to it a bunch. Don't let the mispronunciation fool you.
Yeah.
But I liked it so much. I was like, I'm gonna fucking play American Psycho. These like the fuck. And you know what? I think there's a split because Danzig.
Purist. It's purist again. It's
well, yeah,
like,
it is.
It's not the original guy.
It's a huge autism thing, which you're like, oh yeah, you know the original guy is a huge fucking cunt.
You know why he quit, by the way? Danzig quit the band because
I remember reading it. What was it?
He wanted to slow the music down. He didn't want to be a punk band anymore. What he wanted to do was Sam Hain and Danzig.
It's just like
he wanted to be bluesy rock and roll, like bluesy metal kind of shit.
Start a fucking other band, dude. Every hardcore festival I see, there's like every dude at the festival is in 3 of the bands. You can start. Now I know it's 2025 versus the fucking 80s, but still. Yeah, that makes me laugh because I'm not going to pretend I've done a deep dive on Danzig, but what's his big one, Mother?
Yeah, Mother.
I gotta be honest.
He's got some deep cuts. It's
one of them. It's not even a bad song, but based off the way people like lionize Danzig, it's like Mother's one of the most overrated songs.
It's a great song. It's to me it is a classic song. It is, but it's not just because of Danzig. It's the song.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like he doesn't play guitar, he doesn't play fucking bass, he doesn't play drums, he doesn't do any of that shit.
Yeah.
He's saying, and he does this.
He does doo-wop.
And he really, did you know he really, really, really wanted to play Wolverine? He was a huge fan of comic books.
Yeah.
Wolverine included. He felt like he was kind of a shoe-in. Like,
it's so funny you say that because I was watching a thing on YouTube where apparently Danzig tried to be a comic book artist. And then they were like, hey, these drawings aren't that good. So then he'd be in interviews being like, yeah, I never really liked that fucking superhero bullshit. I was into the more off-track stuff with like spooky monsters and shit.
Which, by the way, this was, I think I didn't get the final. Hold on, let me get the count here. Looks like, including the intros and outros, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's 6 or 7 of them, 8 maybe. Songs written about like classic horror or sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
On this, so like, it's not even the thematically is it changing. Everything's the same era. Everything's the same. Like,
well, dude,
I don't understand what's the and it fucking and it sounds better, doesn't it? The Misfits recorded in the 90s sounds like, I'm saying just, audibly. It sounds like
it's just
it rips.
It's just a better Well, no, it's a better quality recording too. Like all the old.
That's what I mean.
And dude, don't get me wrong. I was listening to him on the way over here. Like all the classics, Hybrid Moment, Last Caress.
Oh.
Where Eagles
Dare.
Bear. That's actually one of my favorite. When they're all on the chorus together, I Ain't No Goddamn Son of a Bitch. It's one of my favorite Misfits songs. Yeah. The songs are great, but like, keep it a buck. Some of the most famous Misfits songs, the recordings sound like high quality demos.
They sound like dog shit. Like hot dog shit.
Oh, and also, can I say this? I got a lot of shit jumping around in my head.
Yeah.
The whole, like, you were talking about the purist thing. That's what irritates me the most about the Misfits. I was watching I want to say I was reading their Wikipedia or I was watching this documentary on YouTube. Either one. Whichever one makes you take me more seriously. No, and like one of the other reasons Danzig started his like solo career is because like the Misfits weren't doing anything for him career-wise. Yeah. They weren't big or anything. So this whole like, no, the original lineup is you guys weren't listening to the band.
You know how he got started was he started the band Sam Hain, and he was performing at a showcase for record industry people. Yeah. And Rick Rubin saw him and took him under his wing, signed him up. And
dude, he might be CIA.
I'm telling you, it is crazy, his track record. Just being like, wow. Well, and guess what song or what album he released? What song Bob was on it? Mother. Like he was like, oh yeah. He was like, yeah. You know what he did? He came in and he goes, do a song called Mother. And he just did it, and he was like, good. Print it. Yeah. What do you want, a cow skull on it? Yeah. So I think so this is a fun thing, right? I think, hot take right off the bat, because I am also a fan of this album. I don't hate Danzig, but I have heard negative things about him in the past and future and current.
Once or twice.
I have seen him live, by the way.
Yeah.
I've seen him live with Doyle. Who came out, and they just brother and like get this.
No, Mother. I think he played Mother.
Brother. No, brother.
That's what Rick Rubin came in. I talk about your mother, not your brother.
I bought the ticket because it was advertised that Doyle is going to be there and they were going to perform Misfit songs.
Was Doyle guitar?
Yeah, guitar player. So I go, perfect. I went there. I And I also wanted to see Mother. Obviously, I want to hear Mother live. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Of course, that's still one of my favorite songs. It's one of those things.
I didn't realize it was your favorite.
It's not my favorite, but it is definitely. It is to me. It is a goated song. It's like it's just.
Yeah,
I don't know how you can deny it.
I gotta bring it back. Watch me. I gotta give it another. I gotta give.
Pause.
I don't know why.
You just set the mic stand down. And you go crack your knuckle. Well, give me the biggest.
It's the kind of song pussies would listen to. Anyway, move on.
Oh man, yeah. And it was just that. It was just
not give you.
It was just
it was I don't know. From the second I hear his voice on the song, I've always just been, mother. I'm always like, ugh. And then I just, but like
spooky Jim Morrison.
Yeah, I also too haven't listened to it with modern ears in a really long time, so I know I might just be going off on like extra pretentious Andy's brain.
Danzig the band, I won't sign off on. Danzig the person, I would never sign off on. Mother, goated.
Yeah, sure.
I signed, sealed, and delivered. What do
Fair
you mean?
enough. I also like I said, I haven't listened to it in a while.
Hey,
I could be wrong.
Broken Glock, right?
I've had a.
I can't stop now.
There's a lot of songs. I mean, I could like it. I don't know. There's a lot of songs I've turned about face on that I was like, what? Because like, perfect example. Like when I was younger and all I listened to was like my version of punk rock and stuff. A band like Leonard Skinner, I'd be like, you're a fucking loser. Now I'm like, I'll fucking get me a Confederate flag, brother. They're the best band ever. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be like, the South will rise again.
So you were standing up for Michael Graves, and that's really interesting because
I don't like how this is starting.
Well, because I think I might agree with you. I think, hot take wise, I think prime Michael Graves doing Danzig. This is a speculation, right? I'm doing the research.
Michael Graves fitting himself into the Misfits.
But I'm listening to Famous Monsters, and I'm thinking like, I love his vocals. Like it works with the tone anyway. I would love to hear him sing older Misfit songs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I would like to hear them re-record the old songs with him singing it. Obviously, that would kill the purist. But I go, and I think he could do that way better than Danzig could handle the new era Misfits songs.
I think so
I don't
too.
think he would be able to hold the. I don't think he would be able to hold his own on Famous Monsters. And then get this. This is ready. You ready for a breakthrough? Michael Graves performed Tel Aviv last year.
Oh, did he?
He was invited to perform. This is a crazy.
Did he sign a bomb?
It is on. He did it was during the war. Michael Graves was invited to perform in Tel Aviv, Israel, and said it wasn't a political statement. By the way, it was during wartime. He did a USO tour.
When was this?
They cut. This was. Hold on. Here it is. 7/16/2024 at Gagarin.
Yeah,
Gagarin.
Unfortunately,
and it's Michael Graves. That was his background. It's just Michael Graves and font, and then it's that's literally how it was. They invited him. I think what happened was Israeli musicians during wartime thought it would be a cool idea to bring over one of the Misfits singers to. Because they just played Misfit songs and he sang. So I got to hear classic Misfit songs that Michael Graves was singing on, and that's when I was like, yeah, I was right. I think he's way better at this.
Oh, did he do? Is there a live video from it?
From last year.
Yeah.
And by the way, many times he forgot
to his songs?
to the classic songs.
Well,
he's not even a Misfits fan.
Well, yeah, that's the thing too. That's the other part too, where it's like you're gonna be so passionate about the like you're gonna ride or die for Danzig, and then Michael Graves is over there like, oh yeah, I was in that band. He was in the band for like 2 or 3 years,
Like 2 albums,
and then left like immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Danzig was just it's just the irony of it because Danzig has just spent his whole career where he was like What if I was a Misfits-centric cunt?
He sounds like Michael Graves now sounds like, last year they're doing these classic songs. It's on YouTube. It's very, very entertaining. And I will say that I'm not saying this ironically. I do think it is funny that multiple times, like he forgets, like I'm singing along with I'm enjoying it. I'm watching the concert. He comes out to Kong at the Gates, which is the opening of Famous Monsters,
Which
then goes right into Forbidden Zone. And I'm like, this guy still fucking got it, dude.
Yeah.
It's and the Israelis on guitar, bass, and drums sound great.
Yeah.
They're just guys, a band in Israel bands or whatever, that invited him to come out to basically so they could do a Misfit show.
Yeah.
And they sang old songs, new songs. He does very well, but multiple times he does mess up a couple lines and then says like, sorry guys, with some of the older songs I'm having a little trouble, so we rehearsed, we did great, and I keep messing up in rehearsal. Blah, blah.
It's so funny. It's like
multiple times.
oh, Michael, you meant to say, oh, sorry guys, I didn't prepare for this.
He basically, yeah, it's like, seems like it was a short term, and he kind of sings the older songs like the same exact way I sing them in my car. Like with a lot of passion, but a lot of times you're like, like
when you're hosting a show, bringing up someone you forget their last name.
Jim.
You're like, all right, give it up for Jim.
Give it up for him. Come on, everybody.
Come on, he's the man. No need for an introduction. This next guy.
So Michael Graves also recently had somewhat involvement, I guess, possibly with, or allegedly with, January 6th Capitol riot. Also, public.
Wait, are we doing current Michael Graves?
Let's just go back into the album. So 1999.
No, wait, was he at Jan 6?
Yeah.
Wait, he was there?
So Michael Graves' controversy refers to a series of events, statements made by Michael Graves, formerly the band Misfits, as drawn criticism and led to cancellations of his performances and controversial. This controversy is primarily linked to Graves' political views, specifically his involvement with far-right groups and his participation in the events related to the January 6th Capitol riot. His January 6th involvement, he publicly announced his intention to attend January 6th rally in Washington, D.C., even posting about it on social media. He also reportedly agreed to play a private show for the Proud Boys in Washington, D.C. on January 6th, although he did not appear.
Okay, so he didn't actually. So he was intending to and never actually showed up.
So either he's a dickhead or a liar.
That's so funny.
I don't care. I'm saying not dickhead. I know January 6th was fucking gay.
That stuff doesn't. But I mean, January 6th was the fakest thing ever. But anyway,
not to be confused with the architect Michael Graves. Is also another thing.
That'd be so funny if some random architect would be like, "You fascist pig!
You're a fucking poser!" And you're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
What do you need a house or not?"
Yeah. So also did you watch? There was 2 singles from this album. I don't know if you did that research or not, but
I saw that there were some videos.
Can you guess which 2 songs were the singles? You just look it up. That would be hilarious if you
Google
just.
No, I'm just
Let me guess.
checking my notes.
How do you spell singles?
What are the singles of Famous Monster?
Because honestly,
it was Saturday night. It wasn't Saturday night?
I'm going to let you answer.
Okay, so it was Saturday night, and...
By the way, on the live, I will say while you're looking up the next one, I'll tell the viewers here, hey, Dragons, the song Saturday Night, when he performs it live in 2024
in Tel
Aviv, he brings out another singer to sing it.
That's insane.
He's like, he's going to sing it. He's like, I'm going to sing with him. Like every time he says something, it's like, he's like, well, I got to remember the contract I signed. If I don't get paid, if I don't participate in every song. So he's like, I'm going to sing too, but like, he's going to be handling a lot of the, so you say Saturday Night, and what's the other one? That song is based on Saturday Night Live, famous sketch TV show from the 50s. Don't forget.
Was it like Lost in Space or Dust to Dust?
So you say either one of those?
I'll just say Lost in Space.
It is none of those. It was Scream.
Okay.
And there is a music video for Scream. It ends with Jerry Only. So it's basically the song Scream. The video is, again, I don't know if you guys... All right, this is going to be weird. they thought outside the box for this one. It's black and white, horror theme.
In a graveyard.
So all these. I'm gonna fucking throw this thing away.
I don't know why you keep putting it there.
It's supposed to keep it up.
Just hold it and point at things with
I'm
it.
gonna do that. I'm gonna start gesturing with this. This is
It's a good gesturing stick.
my new laser pointer. So the Misfits, a bunch
mine is diabetes.
the bunch of Misfits fans come into this emergency room, this hospital. Actually, it's really just like the rooms in the back, not even the lobby. And they all go, "Oh, I've got a bite on me, and I've got all this. Look at all this blood. Oh, I'm injured. Help me!" And then immediately after that, they bring in 4 gurneys containing the dead Misfits. But are they dead or are they undead? Undead. So
Pat, I would.
never mind. They're undead.
I would like to say undead.
It's pretty much rhetorical with the Misfits. They're always going to be undead. So they attack the staff. It's all terrible. When one of the nurses, I think she just gets away. Oh no, but the monster's just about to get her. But she wakes up because she's startled by guess who? Jerry Only.
Jerry Only.
Alive completely. It was all a dream. She used to read Word Up.
You know why he's called Jerry Only?
Because there's 2 of them.
Because they couldn't fucking on the one album they couldn't spell out his fucking insane last name, and he's like, you know what? Just make it Jerry. Only Jerry. Hey Jerry. Yeah. Well, that was your last name.
And this mime on the street, he's this little street buffers. He's like, what's this? And then somebody goes, fucking Jerry.
Yeah.
Fuck Jerry. And then he stole something.
That's my favorite thing. That's the part of every like music documentary I can't fucking stand. They did the best one ever was the best one ever I always love bringing up was in the Straight Outta Compton movie for NWA.
Yeah.
They were like at the studio minding their own bit. They're like, it was actually the one day we were praying, and then the cops came up and started to rough us up. And then the guy was like, man, fuck the police. And then Easy was like, hold up. I need to get in the booth real quick.
Hold on a second. Let me hit record. Say that again.
Say that again. Play that beat. We did the song in one take that day.
Run that back. And that's actually on the original track.
Yeah,
him actually telling us to run it back.
That's actually how it happened. And then the real story is they were shooting a bunch of paintballs at cars, and the police justifiably arrested them. And then they got mad about that.
So the other single was Descending Angel. Terrible song. Honestly, one of the worst songs on the album. And it's like, I don't understand. Scream, it totally makes sense. Great song. Scream.
You know what's great about this album is I didn't even know the fact that like all the bad songs just sound like all the other songs.
Yeah.
So like they just blend in. So you don't even like notice the bad songs.
Yeah, you just aren't singing them. That's all it is. That's the only difference. But Forbidden Zone, I'll tell you what. I think there's 3 songs on this album that are on my personal playlist out of 10. Forbidden Zone, love it. Scream, single. Third single, I really feel should have been Helena. But
is that because it became so popular
arms,
with
cut off your legs?
Yeah.
Oh, because of
My Chemical Romance? Is
No.
that because of the modern context?
I think it's because it's about chopping a lady in a bunch of bits and putting her in boxes.
No,
It's from a 50s movie called Boxing Helena.
Yeah. All right.
Actually, it was just about punching his wife.
All right, guys, I got an idea for a song. So I just watched this movie. What if we described it and made it rhyme?
Yeah, what if we made it jazzy?
What if we like just told you what happened in the werewolf movie?
I just really feel like Forbidden Zone would have been a fucking incredible.
Yeah, that's the way it starts the album off is real strong.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of the beginning of the album, you know Kong at the Gates?
Yeah.
I read about that. Because I know around that time, the Misfits were doing something with WCW, and actually one of the wrestlers, I forget which one, used Kong at the Gates as part of his entrance music.
King Kong Bundy.
No.
It was originally called King Kong at the Gates.
King Kong Bundy.
See, if I have it in my hand, I'm going to hit it every time.
King Kong
I make a zinger like that.
Here's the thing, Andy. I'm going to get way more high because every time I hit a zinger, I got to puff
This
my
is
weed.
CBD. This is for my arthritis.
Yeah. This is crack cocaine.
Oh, can I have some? Oh, that's why it's... No, I was going to say...
Crack vape.
Sorry, I just went away from the mic to cough in your face. The Crawling Eye. Do you know what movie that's from?
No.
The Crawling Eye. They're not even trying, by the way.
Well, so that's the funny part. That's the funny part about the Misfits, because like the reason they took such a long break was like Danzig was just a huge cunt, and they were like Jerry Only, I think, was like, yeah, we're gonna start doing the Misfits. He's like, cool, I own the band. Also, I will not be in the band. And then they tried to like,
He's like,
and
yeah.
then they just tried to do, and then they're like, all right, like. And like Danzig was a huge cunt, and he's like, I have to get 10% of everything you do. I'm trying to remember what his original last name was, but anyway,
Danzingo?
What?
Oh wait, Danzig or
I think his last name was Danzingenstein.
Yeah.
And he was always like, I need 20% of everything the Misfits done. Also, I will not be doing anything with you guys. And then like he was trying to get control of like the old catalog, and he was like, I wrote most of the songs. And then Jerry Only took him to court, and he was like, I wrote all of the songs.
Yeah.
I did everything for them. And you're like, you didn't, dude.
Yeah.
They wrote the because it's like you can hear when. Like, don't get me wrong, Danzig knew how to play piano, he knew how to sing, he was talented, yada, yada, yada. But when you hear American Psycho and you hear Fashionable Famous Monsters, when you hear these two albums, you go like, oh yeah, and it's what's so funny that the Misfits has become like the corporation that they are, because you're like, yeah. It is like you can hear it. They write the songs together as like a business model.
I feel like I and something like American Psycho, that song especially is one of those things where you're like, this fucking rips. I don't understand. Like and again, it's probably so.
I think I like American Psycho better than this album though.
So totally. But there's the song.
Dig up our bones.
There's a thing with them where like, because that's the thing is what's your complaint? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're going like, well, he's not Danzig. Okay. I understand. Like, but like,
it's not the stuff I remember.
But like the Misfits are not Danzig. The Misfits aren't the Misfits. So if you're angry that this guy, what's the big difference you don't like? They're still singing about fucking Scary Bones.
Yeah.
They're still singing about ghoulies and goalies.
No, this is what
they're still fucking, but it has a better guitar tone, clearer recording. It fucking and this guy actually has like range. He's not just going like, he's not bellowing. Do you know what I'm saying?
This is what the Misfits are. The Misfits are four guys from the tri-state who are Jewish or Italian, who are
like the when America was great.
When America was great, and we weren't flooded by all these Irish.
You know what's really funny? You know what's really funny? I don't think the other Misfits disagreed with Michael Graves' political views. I think they were just like, look, man, it's bad for business. Just go back to talking about spooky bones and stuff.
Well, that's the reason.
Why aren't you talking about spooky bones?
Michael, I get it. We all want to go fucking riot,
bro.
But with the bones,
we always
guys,
back the blue here.
You got to understand, a bunch of those fruitcakes ended up liking our band.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I thought scary stuff. We're gonna have strong boys lifting weights, ready to fight scary stuff. No, turns out it's a bunch of fat chicks with pink hair. But we gotta make money.
We gotta make them goth fucking pieces of shit happy.
Yeah, and you can't be overthrowing government.
Stop talking about how much you like George Bush, would you? Shut the hell up.
Stop talking about how the vaccine made your niece gay and play the goddamn song.
He's probably, and that's what I'm saying is he is, you know what it is him in that video. Because like, first of all, they also cut a lot of his stage banter from the 2024 show in Tel Aviv, which is hilarious.
They cut a lot of what?
His stage banter. Like in between, he comes out to Kong at the Gates. He plays Forbidden Zone. And then they cut to an interview with him and this guy who obviously booked him. And he's like, oh, well, it's crazy you're here. And he's like, yeah, I'm just really grateful. He just seems like, hey, man, I'm just happy to be out here doing shit. And I'm glad I'm getting paid for this. And this is awesome. He's like, you know, I'm a Christian, so I love Israel. And it's like, all right. And then you're like, and then it comes back to the show. And he's like, I guess you can ask him. I go, anyway, this song's called, and you're like, what did you cut out? Who is him? Who do you?
That's really funny.
Because all the other banter is him just going like, "Hey guys, I'm just really happy to be here." So he probably had an inner ear. They're like, "Knock it off with the political shit.
Yeah.
Why don't you just talk about how much you're happy to be here and how much in what you're going to be doing tonight?"
I will say it does have to. I don't even know his political beliefs, so I don't know what I agree or disagree with. But
have
it
no
does
idea what
have.
they are.
Well, it does have to be frustrating if you're not completely. We've talked about it before on here, where it's like the way that people who are not. I got a slippery wallet. As well, there's no money in there. It slips out. There's usually money.
Guys, hit like and subscribe.
Hit
Would
like
you?
and subscribe, or I'll
Like-
fucking end it. I'll end it right fucking now.
Oh.
Which, by the way, new album coming out. End it. I'm really on Mark Norman level of word association right now. What the fuck was I even talking about? Oh yeah, no, like
Norm Macdonald.
Norm Macdonald. You'll have the light on. Isn't that his like famous Conan appearance? No, I think the way a lot of people are, it's like, you know, the way a lot of people are with politics and like punk and hardcore and stuff like that. Like it was flaring up again about Matt Honeycutt. He likes one post about Trump, and now he's just like a fucking card-carrying Nazi, which irked me even more because I just listened to him on a podcast and I go, he's just the swellest guy. Not to sound like a fucking
I like
Mo, but he's just but like I can imagine it being so irritating where you're like, hey, I'm not a dickhead. I just don't agree with you guys all the time. But if you voice your opinions, you get these people who fucking spaz. And then I wonder if that pushes you to a point where, like, you know, you want to play a concert at Jan 6.
yeah, it's like one of those things. You know whose politics I love band-wise? The other Misfits. Like, I do like the Misfits. I like them to come out and go like, hey, guys, is it... Like, that's why I like Guar. Well, Guar they would get a little bit more political, obviously. But they would be, like, cartoonishly, like, let's bring him out here and rip him to shreds. And then eventually it comes into, like, killing people and whatever. But, like, for the most part, Misfits come out and they go, hey, guys, are you ready to hear about these punk rock songs about spooky ghosts and goblins? Spooky ghosts. Spooky ghosts. Spooky ghosts. You know what I mean? Like, there's no votes. There's no fucking politics.
Yeah.
There's no war. They're singing about, honestly, they're singing about We Are 138. They're singing about THX 138, a terrible movie. They're singing about like Plan 9 from Outer Space. Oh, an awful fucking movie. Dude. They're not even singing about good movies, but they're good songs. We get it.
Yeah.
But when this is my other thing. They're singing about movies I actually fucking like now.
Yeah.
They're not singing about these campy bullshit movies that they like.
And
ironically.
he was a wolf on Wall Street.
We bite. Like, it's like one of those things of like, you can't mess with my art. The lyrics to the song are just da na 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 na. We bite. Oh, cool. Is that about somebody that bites?
Dude, I thought you were gonna bite, dude.
Yeah. Sorry, bud.
You know which one of theirs I really fucking like is hey, what is it, like, hey mommy, can I go out and kill tonight? Because when it like cuts
You know
out,
what movie that's from?
The Pianist.
Biting mama.
Bite mama in the butt.
Biting mommy.
I don't know. I like when it cuts out and he goes, hey mommy, can I go out and kill tonight? And then it's just like, I don't know. I think it fucking rips.
But it's one of those things that like, I like when he starts going like tonight. At the end, where you're like, all right, buddy.
Dude, just some of the
Don't
songs.
put the flair on it. We don't need
some
the
of
English.
Some of the songs are so funny because it's like, because there's songs that you can tell are created because one person wrote it, and they didn't get a lot of extra input.
And then the other ones are like the songs that are good. It was one when Doyle was like, "Oh yeah, I seen that movie." Oh shit, I have seen that one. That's the one with the walking eye.
Oh yeah, you gotta remember that one.
Is that the guy with the guy had the fucking axe in his head or whatever? Oh fuck, I love that fucking movie.
That's so funny. Oh yeah, I see that movie.
Those are the songs.
No.
And the other ones are like, I didn't fucking like this movie. Blank.
It's so funny.
But you're right. That is one thing about this the difference between the songs that totally rule and are great and the ones that are like meh or even bad that you don't necessarily like.
Whoa, the point I was trying to...
there's no like super contrast to it.
The point I was trying to get that, yeah, it's a good point. The point I was trying to get to though as well is there's like little things where you're like, you're like, that should fucking suck ass.
Yeah.
But there's something about it. Every time I hear it, when the song cuts out and he screams, like, I'm even embarrassed to say it out loud, but when he screams like, "Hey, mommy, can I go out and kill tonight?"
Yeah, and it is very absurd, but you're right. It is one of those things where you're like, it's like Davey
fun.
Havoc. It's like Davey Havoc level
Yeah.
of like Inhibition running wild.
This album, I believe this
I thought you were
album,
gonna a gay guy.
gay is gay.
Oh, gay guy.
Is gay. No, I think this album. Wait, I could be wrong. This album came out at the same time as an AFI album, possibly. Oh, and I think it was also Spooky
Was this-
All Hallows EP.
No way.
I think.
They literally went for it. They put fucking pumpkins on their goddamn album. They're like, we are the spooky punk band.
Well, I was just laughing. I
That
was
was
like,
that was the baton being passed between the Misfits and AFI. They're like, oh yeah, we're putting Spooky Pumpkins on our fucking cover, bro.
yeah.
And they're like,
And then Davey Havoc was like, I'm actually fucking gay.
Jerry
and they were
Only
like,
went-
oh, you know what?
and they're like, whoa, don't come. Hey, look, whatever you do in your room, okay,
Hey, whatever-
hey, okay, just keep that, not in my backyard. all right?
Whatever you do in the privacy of your own bedroom. Anyway, this next song called Kill Me, Vampire, Kill Me.
Yeah, this one called Die Die, My Darling, or whatever.
Yeah, die, you
Ooh.
stupid version, bitch.
It's from a movie called Die Die, My Lady, but we changed it. It's different with ours.
We changed
Can't
it.
sue us.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You ever see Frankenstein? What if that was a song?
One thing I will say, they did I think hit their limit with that, with the basically, oh, it's a spooky movie. What if we made it a song now, though? What if we told you it in song form?
Yeah.
They did a Pumpkinhead, and you're like, oh, this one sucks. The movie sucks, and the song. So like,
Yeah.
this was a double strike, but and you doubled up with the Kong. But hey, I ain't. But they didn't sing about Godzilla, did they?
Godzilla's
That would have
not-
been the outro.
Godzilla's not spooky, though. Godzilla's scary.
They go sci-fi too. They do aliens. They do spooky aliens, I guess.
Aliens
Body
are creepy.
snatchers.
Are
don't
aliens
think that-
spooky?
I think are aliens.
Because I think supernatural spooky. Aliens are scary or creepy. I don't know. I don't want
Misfits fans
actually,
sound
I'm
off in
not-
the comments.
Dude, I was thinking about that the other day because I was watching some Y-Files or some alien shit.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, I'd hate to see them walk up. And I go,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've watched enough shit. I feel like I'd try to like vibe out.
I
on
wouldn't
them.
believe it at first. I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
And then
if aliens,
if it
looked-
started doing that stuff where you're like, it started talking in my head, I'd be like, oh, well,
if aliens,
it's too late now.
If aliens looked how they looked in movies, I feel like I'd adjust to them way quicker.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I've already seen them a million times in movies like
I've been
that.
waiting for you. Where you been?
Yeah, like I've been primed for this type of alien.
That's the thing.
I think
about-
if like the tall white showed up, where they're like, aren't they like Nordic dudes who are like 9 feet tall?
I think so.
Yeah, there's like one type of alien that are just like big people, and they're like 9 feet tall. That would throw
that
me
the
off.
Nephilim?
What?
Isn't that the Nephilim?
No, Nephilim's like giants, I think.
I mean, that's
no.
You said 9 feet tall. That's a giant.
It's not giant.
It's big.
A giant should be able to pick you up and put you on a house.
That's like double the size of my cock.
Show me.
You can't see it.
Mommy,
Look down.
I want to go out and see Pat's cock tonight.
I would love to. I want to hear an edit where it's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
all right, you can go out, but just be back by 9.
I was also pumped too because
You're gonna go out and kill.
I was also pumped too because
Glenn.
a lot of my complaints on the Misfits were like, I was saying it earlier, they're like the songs aren't recorded that great, and then I remembered that one band I like, Twitching Tongues. They have like 2 Misfits covers albums. I go, oh cool, modern versions of these songs.
Fun. I will say too, the 2024, probably quite out of practice, Michael Graves kind of knocks it out of the park with this fucking YouTube thing. If you search Michael Graves on YouTube, I think it should come up, no problem. And it's him in Tel Aviv, like it just like almost a year to the day. I think a year to the day from today, like it back then. And him and the band that he's playing with they fucking kill it.
You know what's funny? when it comes to, because the Misfits are the type of band that they're like, oh, we found new versions of this recording where it was like the hi-hat mic on the 1984 sessions, so we put out a new box set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have people think the Misfits wrote like 90 albums. At least that was like the vibe. Like they just have a vibe of a band that they're like they have like 90 fucking albums. They literally have about the ones that are like worth checking out. It's literally like, dude, and it's the magic number, man. It's like 4. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, they have this, and that's the thing that kind of bugs me. I feel like is the fact that like I luckily was able to get to see Michael Graves doing. I feel like I've seen him live. For some reason, I
got to go see Michael Graves talk about monetary policy.
Like I did. It's funny that I've explained this before, but like I have seen Jello Biafra twice, I think.
Yeah.
Or at least once. I've seen Jello Biafra and I've seen the Dead Kennedys, but I haven't seen them together. And when I saw Jello Biafra, it was just him doing his spoken word.
Yeah.
And it was like one of those things where I'm like, I hated this.
Was that the same show that the guy was like, if I can't find my neckless?
No, that was the Dead Kennedy show. That was the lead singer Brandon Cruz from Dr. No. He fucking sucked. The show was fine. What?
Some big boobies?
Where?
I think once you're coming down those steps, I think there's big boobies coming down those steps, Matt.
I'm gonna just look at my cat. My cat's on the windowsill. That's what I'm looking at.
Look around your cat's butt. I think there's big boobies coming down. She might be ugly. She is.
Oh. That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Looked like there's 3 boobies though.
I like the fake blue hair. Anyway, sorry.
Probably loves the Misfits.
Yes, talk amongst yourselves. The teachers are looking at big boobies.
Sometimes we get distracted because there's an open window. Just be happy we're not jumping out of it.
Yeah, just be happy. I can't jump out of it.
I've tried to jump out of it and failed multiple times.
That's why I got kicked out. That's my jumping window.
That's my death plan.
No, Misfits. We were talking about before. You kind of like. You're talking about going to see them live, and I was thinking about this where the people who do get obsessed with. I understand wanting to go see Danzig, and then I guess like. I don't know. There's something about Jerry only because he's got the better hair.
Yeah.
But like, there is a point where past that, there is a point where it's like, it's actually this lineup. You're like, brother, is there a band at a bar that's nailing it? They've gotten to a point where I'm just like, what is the Misfits even?
Yeah.
Like when we were talking about
Jerry only. Now at this point now it is Jerry only. Danzig and Doyle, like they have done shows together, so like that is I think what is supposed to be the original lineup again. I just don't think they're, because if you really think about it, to speak to your the thing you were talking about at the beginning of the show, like the Misfits are still doing shows, like don't retire.
Looking at you, Operation Ivy.
High 8. At this point, you know what? I'm going reverse psychology on them. Don't. We don't want you to. We you know what? You guys got a good recording. We liked your recording. We don't need you to do it anymore.
You know what? I'd rather look at your art, Jesse.
I don't know. Who?
I don't know.
Who are you talking about? Just that regular guy? I know Tim Armstrong. He's in
Tim's
bands.
guitar playing in Rancid is enough for me.
Yep. That's all we need.
He sings and plays guitar great in Rancid.
Yeah, he's honestly, the whole time I'm listening to Operation Ivy, the one thing I was thinking was, why can't just Tim sing?
Why would I want to see him?
Why wouldn't I just hear just him singing?
Why would I want to see him play a bunch of guitar in a different band?
Yeah. I've been a Tim Tybomb guy my whole life. I have to piss so bad. It just hit me. So don't be mad at me.
Should make a huge announcement about it.
Andy, I just did.
You should cut off the part of your...
Hold on. I gotta pee though.
Good.
Like good. That? Is that better?
Yeah. You should make sure.
No, Andy.
You should eliminate. Stop touching my feet. You should eliminate any thought process whatsoever.
You did the boobs earlier.
Those boobs.
This is nature. That's nature. This is nature.
No, I was laughing because you were just like, all right, Andy, I gotta pee. And then you had to break it down. You're like, no, I'm telling you, a minute ago,
I didn't.
I ain't got pee. And then now,
I just know we got to pick another album. We got to fucking ramp down. We got to let him cool off a little. You know what I mean?
Andy, we got 20 minutes of rambling about some random topic.
All right, fine. I'll piss myself. I can't do it while you talk. Hold on.
My master plan.
Right.
It does probably feel good.
It does. I did it recently. I was walking the dog, and I really had to pee, and I was like, and I was just walking through a neighborhood, and as the dog was going ahead of me, I was just like, it's happening, and I was just walking on this road, just peeing in shorts.
Like a big piss?
Big piss. Like what I have right now. Like something like corked up with coffee. Big stinky piss. All over my shoes and my shins.
Side of the road big piss?
I walked and pissed. I just like you would do on the side of a pool, like when you get out and you're like, my suit's still wet. And you're like, oh, all this water's dripping off me. It's crazy. You ever do that?
You gotta bring this up. That beats Lemaire's. No, it doesn't beat Lemaire's.
I pee myself.
Is insane.
I literally Dom will come home and see my shoes drying, because I had to wash them.
Step in a puddle?
And no. She knows every time. I've peed myself in that front door.
Say every time?
Yeah. Oh, it happens often.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're gonna wrap this up then, because I didn't realize how easy it is for you to just piss.
Oh, you didn't know I was in cotton, Pat?
But I think last week we were talking about doing the roast of the Ramones.
So yeah,
I don't know if you want to pick an actual album, but
we can just.
They wrote 7 songs, so it doesn't matter.
Do you want to do? I mean, because I was even gonna say best of. You know what really pisses me off? And I know
you're pissing off right now.
It's already like I said, it happened already. Don't look under the table. Build an ark, if anything. One more thing, Andy.
I just realized you said build an ark.
Don't look, but build an ark. It's coming.
That's so funny.
I peed myself walking. I was walking down the street with this dog. And the dog stopped. The dog went like this. It went.
He judged you.
He was just like, what the fuck? I was just like, I did not. I let the dog back into the house. I got the I did not step back into the house because I was like, I'm soaked. I'm soaked in piss.
That's so funny. You let the dog back in. You're like, you lock up.
Yeah. Can you handle this? Yeah. You got enough water? Don't show me any more water. Okay.
You're like, you go back into the house and you're just like, just so you guys know, the dog put my shoes on and pissed itself.
Yeah. The dog.
And it's just piss.
When the owner got home, the dog was just like, yo, he did it with me. Is that supposed to happen?
The dog's like, he tried to put that on me.
Is he supposed to go outside too?
That was.
You guys don't go outside with me. Like, I don't know why he's in the Misfits.
No, that is fun. No, that is funny to be like, hey, I was right. You're supposed to do it outside also.
I told you. Come on. That's why every time I'm going, I'm like, what are you doing, man? You ain't got to go?
All right. So the Ramones next week.
We could do, I was going to say the best ofs. They released a best of every, I remember when I was actually a
oh, yeah, they've
fan
had
of
like
theirs.
3 best ofs with very similar songs.
And
on
they
them.
just switched a couple out. So if you just want to pick, let's just talk about their catalog.
Yeah, we could just,
like you said, they wrote 17 songs. We can just talk about
the Roast Moans.
Yeah, the Roast Moansies. We're going to do that. I forgot about that. That's good. Content. All right.
Not a good title.
I'm going to go pee. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey. Goodbye.